Alright guys, before we get started on this, I really need to explain something. I really love plants. And I mean, I really love plants. My actual name is actually named after a plant. I'm currently growing plants in an air garden in order to eat those plants. I have plants everywhere in my room. I have propagated plants for years. That philodendron is actually going on 15 years old at least. I am kind of obsessed with plants and all things to do with plants. And you know, with the whole being vegan thing, I've been on a no clothes buying challenge for over a year and a half now where I haven't bought any new clothes other than socks. And I gave away my car so that I no longer own a car. I also really love the whole sustainability idea. So I just wanted to kind of get those out of the way before we dive into my thoughts on the newly announced Eco Living Pack for The Sims 4. And I just wanted to clarify that I actually recorded my reaction that you're about to see to the Eco Living Pack the day it came out, but the reaction of the community to the pack kind of made me stop for a couple days and feel like I needed to rethink how I felt about it, to maybe really evaluate what I thought the Eco Living Pack might provide to The Sims 4. And in the end, I realized I'm actually more interested in what the Eco Living Pack is going to provide to me and the stories that I tell on my channel. So this is kind of my personal take on it, and it is totally just my personal opinion. I'm happy to hear your guys' opinions too, but do please keep it civil and kind. And remember, the most important thing we could do with any opportunity in the storytelling game of The Sims is to think about the stories that we want to tell. And that being said, I just want to reiterate that I really love plants, and I hope that explains the things that you're about to see. But yeah, we'll talk more about the Eco Living Pack in other episodes and videos as more information about it comes out. But for now, let's go ahead and see what Seri of a couple days ago thought about this announcement.
All right, but with that clarified, let's go ahead and step in to the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle Expansions trailer. And look at this mess! I'm actually ridiculously excited about this mess. At first, I thought maybe like all of the worlds ended up being messy, and then the more I looked into the distance, I realized this is a new neighborhood with all new items. Or should I say old items? Or should I say what is one Sim's trash is another Sim's treasure? Or candles, which are amazing. I didn't really notice those candles before. Oh, look at how they melt! And look at this! Look at this disgusting chaos. This is the kind of stuff that just fills my heart with joy, because I actually find it really rewarding to be able to bring about this transformation of an environment. Oh, especially when it ends up becoming covered in plants and adorable grubs. Oh my gosh. So again, the plant thing. Coming back to it again and again, I am ridiculously addicted to plants. I've always found them extremely invigorating, and I love science. Putting the two together is actually right up my alley. While we could say a lot of things about this upcoming pack, I'm just going to focus on the things that I am excited about or not, and be honest and barrel through with them. So my friends, there was a mountain! Oh, and look at how you can climb onto your roof now in Aurora Borealis. Oh my gosh, what is this? Our Ice Outpost, like, Arctic pack? But alright, let's go ahead and do this again, guys. Clearly, I'm pretty excited about a lot of things, and like I said, I guess I'm just not in the mood to engage in the deep debates about should this be a game pack, should this be expansion pack, why isn't it horses and chickens? I don't have it in me, guys. There's so much going on in the world that really all I want to be able to focus on is being able to create something pretty and happy and joyful. And if you would like to engage in those debates, there are so many more talented people out there who are happy to get into the nitty-gritty of it, and I wish you well with that. But for me, I'm actually really excited about the opportunity to take something that looks like this. Terrible air quality, terrible waterways, and to transform it into something new. Because sometimes life feels really overwhelming and it feels really hard. And I find it really invigorating to be able to envision a better future. And in this case, it's a better, greener future covered in plants and leaves, which of course is entirely up my alley again. So I completely understand those of you who may not be jazzed about this pack, but I hope you can also respect the fact that I'm a simple Seri. If you've got leaves, I'm probably pretty content with whatever's going on. Not to mention, this is completely perfect to welcome Generation 3 of the Greene family into adulthood with our beautiful Fern Greene's dreams of being able to transform the world in her own way. So I'm very happy because this also fits my favorite long-running legacy. So, my personal preferences of this pack aside, I'm just going to carry through and notice what I notice, which I hope is going to be a lot of cool plants. First off, this is definitely a new neighborhood, and I'm very tickled with what I happen to see around here. I see a lot of trees. I would appreciate more variety in those trees. Monoculture is not always a good thing, but I'm interested in seeing how the background actually changes around us, kind of like how Sulani had that one neighborhood that did transform when we ended up cleaning up the entire island. I thought that was a really cool feature, how you could see the island physically transform. More coral, more fish, the dolphins return, the little tiny itty bitty itty teeny tiny turtles come back when you cleaned up the waters. I loved that. I loved how Strangerville transformed. I wish that there was a way to make that a little bit more dynamic, because it's like you only have one shot to be able to transform those things in Strangerville and Sulani, and then any sim that comes after that is just going to be like, the world's always been perfect. But from what the rumors hold for eco lifestyle here, this is a dynamic world. If you don't keep on top of keeping the air quality and the water quality nice, it will reset. You have to maintain the things that make your community nice. But we'll talk more about that in just a minute. For now, gray dirty skies, gray dirty land. How can we fix this? Okay, we have a dam system in the background there. Also, like, I don't know what kind of sludge they were churning through over here, but maybe like you end up shutting down this company or something, or hopefully like transforming that company into something that's a little bit more eco-friendly. I love the containers, not because I think they're pretty. And look at all this trash. Wow. In a weird way that really appeals to my clutterholic heart. Also, do pay attention to pretty much every sim that we see. I'm pretty sure they're all wearing new clothes. I think that's the peak of a new tattoo as well, and there are new gauges in the ears, which my sister would think was so cool. All right, yeah. Let me look at this. Okay, the clutter aspect of my heart loves this. Those of you who are into the apocalyptic settings for your stories may love this. I actually think this would be a great place to do an origin story for a lot of runaway sim challenges, don't you? Or like if you have like some sort of Sims mafia. I think that'd be pretty fun. Ooh, and it just reminded me that we have street art that we could do. And here we have death by flies, and there's a fridge on its side. I'm kind of curious to see just how messy all of this is going to be. And I have to say, the death by flies, ooh, I haven't missed that from The Sims 2. But in a way, I'm glad it's back. Also from The Sims 3, it looks like dumpster diving has returned. I kind of love the paper bag over the head that we've got going on to the left there. Like, what is that even about? And I'm pretty excited because I guess you could already dig through the trash a little bit in The Sims 4, but I don't know, there was something about like dumpster diving in The Sims 3 that felt really rewarding, and she looks like someone who's going to make things happen. So what do we have here? You've got like a little neighborhood. You've got little pathways. Yeah, okay, so I recognize that neighborhood. So you've got like little pathway from screenshots, that is. Little pathways that you can walk between the houses. I wonder if you're gonna like end up cleaning up the street art, and if you end up cleaning up all the broken things. So what happens is you get this going. Okay, okay. Now we've got some ground pieces put down. I can see that there's like a little bit of foundation going down. These are really nice pieces that look pretty good if you want to go with that container shipping aspect, which I know is really big for a lot of people. And I love that machine. What the heck is that machine? Look, she's bringing home the trash. She's gonna turn it into treasure. Like, what is this machine that you can turn like all of this trash into chunks of some kind? I'm really curious. Oh, look at how the little bikes are all propped up like that. That's cute. Are those new bikes? That would be fun if those were some new bikes. Or are those like already bikes that came with University? I don't know. I haven't had a chance to play since University came out. Ah! But look at all of the detail. Lots of new items around here. Okay, I can see at least one plant. One plant sighting achieved. I think this looks like fun. This looks like a better version of the scrap machine from The Sims 3, which I have recently been playing again, so I know that the scrap machine didn't really look as good as my memory remembered it. And then I kind of like that. Look at that. Nice little cube. What am I going to do with my cube? Do I keep it as a pet? Like, what happens? Oh, look at the little sink in the background with the daisy and the rainbow. That's really cute. And then we have a whole bunch of candle making, and it looks like we have some potion in the background or juice of some kind sitting on the shelves. I think the candle making idea is really adorable. That goes in with some of the hobbies that I know people were requesting, and it makes me wonder if they're going to tie that in with the bees in any way for seasons, because I mean, it seems kind of like you should at least make those tie in together just a little bit if you have both of those packs. And candle making was one of my favorite things to do at the Harvest Festival whenever I went there as a kid. So this is kind of fun. It's niche, but you know, hobbies are often niche. So maybe some of the Sims will be able to enjoy that. I do like the details on the candles over here. I do like the way that they look, and I like that they end up melting over time. Oh, and look at how many she has all around her now. Oh, I really like the ambiance that is set here. That would be so much better to use on my lots in Sulani, like in our Islands Rags to Riches, a Wedding Rags to Island Riches challenge, where we have the off the grid trait. Dun-dun! This would be perfect for some off the grid gameplay. I could finally actually see at night. It would be a miracle. So yeah, I would love to have candles for that. But of course, those kinds of little interior details aren't the only thing that this pack is going to be about. It's actually going to be centered around being able to bring the community together. So it's not going to be solo sim centric the way it was with Strangerville and the way it was with Sulani's beaches when you were cleaning those up and doing it by yourself. This, you actually have to convince your community to vote on projects to improve the community around you. And that I kind of like. Apparently civic leader or like civic designer, I think it is going to be one of the new jobs just from the information released so far. And this might tie into that, or you might be able to do this even if you aren't going to end up being a civic designer. But you have to convince the people to vote on the projects to transform the area. So I think this lot may be like the main lot that you come to have that little item put down and get yourself a little rally going. And once you manage to attract some Sims up to you, you can be like, see this trash? We could be like Wally and like find the little sprout and nurture it instead. All you have to do is cast your ballot in this here box. Also, more cute outfits that I'm noticing really quickly. I love the buns. I actually love that denim like skirt, that torn denim skirt over like the pants that girl is wearing. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love the rainbow shirt that we have on the lady with the yellow pants there, and her hair. Also very cute. Okay, everybody seems... Oh, look at the way he has tied his overalls together because he has like lost his buckles. The community is ready to come together for this, and I wonder if you perhaps phase out of this shipping company and end up having something else happen here. Okay. All right. So you vote, and then as you vote, let's see what we notice changing in the background. It looks like, oh, look at the juice stall. Okay, so those are definitely at least 2 new ways, 3 new ways, 4 new ways maybe to sell goods that you've created. So it looks like oh, and there's a new place to eat. It looks like there's a little food stall, like one of the little food trucks that you can have pop up in The Sims. And a new plant. I knew I would see you sooner or later, you beautiful, beautiful thing. You can see a new plant over to the left as well. Okay, that makes me pretty happy. And we have got basically somebody selling food up front to the right. You can see someone is selling some food. In the back, we have some candles being sold. And there is a juice area. So you can see somebody, I think, is selling some juice at the back and somebody's selling some juice up front. So I think that there might be some sort of juicer or juice machine, because these are usually items that you have created yourself, which is really beginning to get me very excited because it looks like you could create your own juices. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I would love to be able to make some of my own juices. Okay, and now they're voting again. So now they have a little community farm thing going on. Okay, and now this looks like it's more like a recycle area. You can see somebody maybe being interviewed or talking about the TV in the back right. And there's two new machines to the left and to the right. I wonder if the juicer is actually this machine that we're looking at to the left. And then, or at the back, look, I think at the back you can see that she's standing with a whole bunch of like, are those oranges in a box at the bottom? Oh, you guys, I think that there definitely is going to be a juicer. So this is kind of exciting. That's at least 3 new machines that do who know what to transform trash into treasure. I'm getting pretty intrigued by this. There's a box with just like a trash thing on its side. There's a generator. There's a little generator. Is that just for decoration, or do you guys think it does something? What? Okay, I'm noticing a lot more going through slowly with you guys on this than I did the first time around. Heck. Okay, so they voted on doing a farmer's market. They voted on doing some technology. What are they voting on now? And can you like change those things pretty actively? Oh, they voted on cleaning up all of the trash. Look at those cute dresses. Oh my gosh. And vertical gardening. Do you see? Look at the huge wall of plants next to that solar farm that we have at the back, you guys. What is even happening back here? Do you see this? Do you see this nonsense? Oh my gosh, I missed that. I'm sorry. You can have whatever feelings you want to have about this pack, but all I see is green. Plants, 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 plants. And that makes me extremely happy. There's definitely some new planters. These are completely new planter designs right down here. And this vertical garden, this is so cool. I also love, love, love how cute this entrance sign is. I am putting that on the front of like every farm. I'm putting that on the front of like every farmer's market I have. That's so exciting. And we have a windmill back here that I can see. I love, love, love all of the vertical greenery that we're seeing. There's huge display panels that are going to be great for decorating. There is a wall of flowers back here that I am completely in love with. And the vertical farming. She's actually taking care of her plants on 2 levels. That is so cool. And I love this dress. Okay, yeah, I agree, dude, right? Look at all the plants. I love plants too. These are all so pretty. Oh, and then this guy's really excited because look, he actually has, ooh, stairs going up to who knows where. It's a bug hotel, a bug hotel with grubs so that you can snuggle a cute little grub. How cute is that? Okay, see, that's what I mean. I can get excited about all of the little details so easily. But I'm simple to please. I could hug a grub. I mean, I could hug a grub. How can I complain when I can hug a grub? So there's another thing that you would be able to do. Here's another mystery. Ooh, like, ooh, There's several mystery sets back here of more technology-based items that who knows what they do yet. Some of these I don't think I've ever seen before. Like, what does the big empty case do? Huh. And I do see what look to be some new potions and a new mysterious creation down here. And then she has a special tablet of some kind that seems to be relating to a special project. This might be our civic engineer, because civic engineer is a new career that you can do. That's the thing that summons aliens, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And then she is designing, yeah, this might be like the civic engineer's tablet. And so she's designing a new object. And I guess if you want to be able to clean up, like physically clean up the city and the town, then you're going to need to build some new objects. I can't imagine they would have a whole machine like this just if you were going to build that like air purifier. So maybe there's going to be a whole bunch of different kinds of machines you can make out of the scraps right there, which would be really fun. I would love to have more like high technology gadgets being made out of recycled and reused materials to kind of unite that sense of homesteading and that sense of sustainability with also leaning into the forward and forward thinking and a little bit more of that kind of sci-fi aspect that The Sims can often bring into some of the gameplay. So here she has used that to suck up all of the filthy air It looks so much nicer already. You see a transformation of the buildings around her too. Let's actually back up for just a second, because I don't know if some of these buildings are actually buildings that you have as playable houses. I would really love it if the buildings around you ended up transforming. Like everybody decides to upgrade their houses too, if you transform the area, but we'll have to see. You can see the train station actually started transforming. What are those giant pine cone statues? I will accept your monoculture pine trees if you are giving me giant pine cone statues. All right, I'll admit it. Also, more of the beautiful greenery. We've got multiple solar panels. We've got multiple plants over here. I can spy out a new plant pretty easily most of the time. And the ladder. So the ladder, you guys, is not going to be exclusive to the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. I have already seen on Twitter from the gurus that it is going to be part of a base game update released around the same time as Eco Lifestyle. So you don't need to worry, you too will be getting ladders. I like that they have different sizes for the windmills as well. And a whole bunch of options. Look at that guy slide down that ladder. That was so cool. But they had a whole bunch of options for the solar panels too. So you have your trashed out train yard, but look at how they changed this. You can't really get rid of these huge structures, and that's kind of how it is in real life too. But you can definitely cover them in greenery and solar panels. Oh, look at that. And beautiful trees everywhere. You know, guys, I mean, look at the before and after. Things are rough and tough right now, right? And I don't know about you, but I actually could use something where I feel like I could fix the world a little bit. That feels really well timed for me personally. And yes, it's not something that, you know, we could really do in real life. Oh yeah, there's a guy riding a new bike down there. Totally can see it. All right, so yeah, he's definitely riding a bike. There's also another new machine right over here. You can't really see very well, it's a little blurry. Look, I think these are rain catchers. I think these are rain catchers to be able to reduce, reuse, and recycle the water. Oh, that's so cool. And again, I don't mean to imply that, you know, all of these individual changes are what are going to fix the world. It's going to be bigger things. Laws that transform what companies can do. Companies are really the ones who have it on their heads for what's going on in our world. But in my little Sims world, it's actually bringing me a lot of joy to think that I can transform something, clean up the mess, and make it beautiful. So that's pretty much it for all the information that we have about the Eco Living Pack so far. Eco Lifestyle comes out on June 5th. I'm very happy for it, to be honest. Going through the trailer slowly with you guys again just highlighted that there's a lot of things there for me personally that I know I'm going to enjoy. I just don't have it in me right now, like I said earlier, to have that debate about expansion packs and what I want from EA and all of the things that everybody else does a much better job of covering to their own preferences. For me, it's always just been about taking whatever I can get. I'm just one small person in the cog of many people who enjoy being able to play whatever games fall into my hands and transform it into the stories that bring me a lot of happiness. And I think these are going to give me a lot of tools that are 100% right up my alley. Reduce, reuse, recycle. You'll be able to produce your own electricity and water using solar panels, wind turbines, and dew collectors, which I think were those cool rain catcher things we saw. And grow your own food in a new vertical garden to control your impact on the world. And again, I do want to put a disclaimer that that's wonderful. It's great for our Sims worlds. It's great for making us feel good in what we try to have an impact on in our own personal lives, but really the biggest thing we could do is vote and make huge sweeping law changes into what mega corporations could do. So don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel like, oh no, I can't transform my Sims world. Like I can't transform the real world from this dreary thing to this beautiful thing in real life. Don't worry, guys. It's everybody. It's a community, a collaborative community. And we just have to have hope that we'll be able to show up and use the voting board in real life too. But I'll get off that soapbox for now and just reiterate that I'm excited to be able to make that transformation happen, at least for my Sims. So I'm really excited because you will also be able to do that voting. So you'll engage with your neighborhood through a new voting board to decide on different neighborhood action plans each week, which also would set a goal of something to do every week, which I feel like my Sims really need in their life. And everyone in the community has a voice, so you'll have to push if you really want something. Team up with local crafters, activists, and technicians to build up support. And if you're not campaigning, why not explore being a civic designer to make the neighborhood a better place? So that's really fun to think that you'll be able to like have neighborhood action plans. I really hope there's some way to translate that into all of the worlds. Like if you could just put that voting object down on a lot and make something happen, that would make me so happy. Maybe the modders can do that if that's not actually the way it works, but I think that would give every neighborhood a lot of style and a lot of personality, but we'll talk about that again another day. For now, we'll go back up to what else we can do up here for sustainable living. Extremists might scrounge through the dumpster too to get their next buggy treat. We might be eating bugs. Outdoor retreat would like a word with us, it seems. Or components for a new creation. Some of the items you collect can even be used to craft goods like fizzy juices and candles to fulfill online orders. Oh my goodness, it looks like we're getting an early peek at what the Sims version of Etsy might be, which is something that is going to be really fleshed out in the knitting pack, so I hear. And then I'm, like I said, excited about this change the world. Being able to vote and influence the state of the world, changing it from smoggy skies to crystal clear waters. And if you don't take action, you might see nature retreat as junk accumulates around town. And I love that the cause and effect is no longer linear, that it's going to be this push and this pull between trying to sustain the kind of world that you want to see. So that would be really, really fun. On the other hand, buildings bloom with more flora and green when trash is picked up and lots are kept clean. And then upstyled decor, need a starter house on a budget, do it basically for free by dumpster diving. Fish out a few pre-used items like a worn out mattress you can fix. Ugh, that makes me skitter for bed bugs, to be honest. Or a lightly singed oven you can shine up. Even new furniture and clothes are sustainably made from recycled materials for a fabulous look. Repurpose fabric, technology, and many other objects to decorate your home and fill out your wardrobe. What the heck that means, I have no idea, but I see another new plant! Another new plant hanging out right over here on this table, and I wanted to point out what is probably going to be one of my all-time favorite objects, you guys. There is a cardboard mountain playhouse for the kids. Like, what? Those kitchen items I can already tell I'm gonna love, but a cardboard playhouse for the kids. Be still my heart. That is cute. But alright, so you guys have heard me ramble long enough. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Again, I'm not really in it for the debates. I'm more just looking on genuine thoughts of like, that's a cool feature. I like that. I don't like that. And honestly, I'm more excited to finally have a clear purpose for Fern Greene, our Generation 3 heiress, after I put her through a whirlwind experience in university than anything else. She is going to graduate, and instead of becoming a vet, she is going to find her way to this area. I think it even has a name. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this place has a name. And it's something Greene, which just means that of course I need to go ahead and move Fern Greene into here. But we'll move her into, I think it's like Evergreen Valley or something, and give a little bit of that green touch. So I'm looking forward to that for my legacy. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, but most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.